I didn't really care for the script. I wanted to work with Darren, and I kind of thought that whoever wrote the script hasn't spent as much time that I have around these kind of people, and he wouldn't have spoke the way that this dude was speaking at the time. And so Darren let me rewrite all of my part, and he put the periods and crossed the T's. So, once we made that change, I was okay with it. I didn't necessarily want to. I wanted to work with Darren, but I didn't really want to make a wrestling movie because coming from boxing, wrestling is like you kind of no, I'm not doing that shit. And it was like that's where my head was at, and it was like to me almost kind of disrespecting something that I was. I don't know. I had some hang up about wrestling because it was prearranged and pre-choreographed, almost like a dance instead of a real combat. And once I got over that hurdle, and there was a camaraderie with me going, it's okay to do this. It's a movie. It's not, it's like I had that in my head for a while. Plus, it was hard for me. Everything I've been taught for 20 years to do, I had to do like this now, and everything I was taught to hide and move a certain way gracefully. Now it was all like this lumbering bullshit, and it was like all, this kind of crap, and it didn't rub it. I didn't feel natural doing it, and I think after about a month and a half, and I kept getting hurt. I think I had like 3 MRIs in 2 months because I wasn't landing right. These guys take several years to learn how to land, and I think after I started getting hurt doing it, I started to realize these guys are really suffering. These guys are really, and I kind of gained the respect for their sport.
When Sin City came out, everyone was excited, and I think there was this hope that this would be the beginning of a Mickey-Rourke renaissance, and he would maybe have a shot at something really meaty and deserving of his talents. And our goal was definitely to give him that. He's just unbelievable in it. I'm no James Lipton, but something special is going on there.
Everything, he's just such a unique performer. I mean, it's funny because during all this press, I've been sort of trying to fit him into a box a bit. But you know what? He's a zebra, and he's his best friend told me yesterday you can't take a bucket of white paint and turn a zebra into a thoroughbred. He's a zebra, and I think that's what's great about Mickey. He's a completely unique, original actor, and as the boss said, he's completely authentic and honest, and all what comes out of his mouth is not a prepared speech like every other actor you guys run into. I mean, he's in the moment, and he's legitimate, and he's a live, open wound. He's comes from tough times, and yet he's got it under control, and he's able to turn it into great art. And that's, there's just very few people, there's very few actors out there that approach that.
As many people know, Mickey was a boxer at one point, and I think that training in the ring as a boxer was actually hurtful for him to become a wrestler, because in boxing, the whole game is to hide your emotions, and it's also to hide your moves. You want to do a punch so quick no one sees it coming. When you do a punch in wrestling, you want people in the bleachers to see it happening 3 minutes before it comes. So for Mickey to ham it up like that when he was taught to move as a boxer was a real challenge. And it's easy to think that it was easy for Mickey to do this because of his experience in the ring, but I think it was twice as hard because he had to unlearn everything he had to do.
Just personal stuff, personal painful shit that I think was one of the reasons when I was replaced early on, I was kind of the only one that was glad about it, because I knew a guy like Darren would want me to really go there, bring it. And I didn't know if I wanted to work that hard with this fella for free. And then, I was really relieved when I was told I was replaced. I was back in Miami, hanging out, going to the gym, just lifting weights casually, having a good time. And I got a call from my agent. He goes, "You're back in." And I said, "Oh, fucking pay as shit," And I think the smarter side of my brain said, "You better get your ass in shape and do this movie for free and work with this guy that has fought for you to be in this movie." And Thank God he did. He stuck by me like he really had to convince them. I had almost the same conversation with her that I had with my real father. So it was like I'm going, wow, how do I do this one? I'm on the opposite end now, and it was a pleasure going to work with her every day. She just kept getting better and better every take. And Darren would come over and he'd go, she's blowing you away. And because what I had needed emotionally, I got on the first 2 takes, and there was nothing left. So Darren would come over to me and he goes, "You really suck," and she's blowing you away. And I go, "I really suck." She's the best actress I ever worked with. Evan Rachel Wood, hands down. She just brought it every fucking time. We didn't even introduce ourselves. We just were, I think, terrified of the scene and what was in the scene. From whatever her past was or mine, it was just something that we just connected.
There is a sense of competition, which is good for actors. I think people like Mickey and I really enjoy the competition at first because you just push each other and you push each other and you just keep seeing who can one up, and then you kind of come to a mutual stopping point. We're like, okay, we're ready, and you know that you can throw whatever you want to the other person and they'll be able to handle it. So that's when you can really just go crazy and see what happens. And Darren just loved anything that wasn't planned. That's his favorite stuff.
Great to meet you.
1, 2, round. Really good. You really brought it.
Thank you, thank you.
You hang in there. You got a lot of ability.
Have you ever seen a one-trick pony and feel so happy and free?
Well, I was wondering if I could get some more work.
All I got is weekends. Isn't that when you sit on other dudes' faces?
Have you ever seen a one-legged dog?
Have a beer with me? One beer.
You have a daughter?
Oh, my daughter, she don't like me very much.
You should call her.
And you seen me.
What do you want from me?
I'm an old, broken-down piece of meat, and I deserve to be all alone. I just don't want you to hate me.
And you seen me, but I
2 words. Rematch.
Bring it. With a little luck, this could be my ticket back on top.
tell me, friend, can you ask for anything?
80s man, best ever.
Guns N' Roses.
Crew.
Yeah, then that Cobain had to come around and ruin it all.
90s sucked.
90 sucked.
These things that have comforted me, I drive away. My only faith's in the broken bones and bruises I display.
The only place I get hurt is out there.
I'm really here.
This life, you can lose everything you love, everything that loves you. A lot of people told me that I'd never wrestle again. The only one who's going to tell me when I'm through doing my thing is you people here. What do you think? What do you think about this? That'll work. Come here.